Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great week now that it's over. I hope it was really awesome. I titled this video after Eden had a question out in Colorado. She had a question, is it okay to go around a leader to work with that person's downline without asking them? You know, sometimes you don't ask. Here's where this is a problem in network marketing. It's not a problem with Eden's question. The problem is it's the concept or the belief that we own people, that we possess people, that anybody in our downline is ours. Don't you go near them. We got to get something straight. We don't own anybody. And I couldn't tell you how many leaders have joined my organization over the years because of this very fact, that their uplines ran them off because they were rude, they talked down to them, and that's the other part of it. When you think you own something, you think you can treat it any way you want, just like you do your car, right? You know, you want to burn rubber and burn the rubber off all those new tires you got, or, you know, just go out and have a good time and knock some dents in your car because you own it, right? You can't do that with a downline. They'll leave you. They'll leave you. So we got to understand, we don't own anybody. Everybody that signs an application by law, at least in the United States, it says independent distributor, independent. That means they're not an employee of the company. They're also not an employee of an upline. Therefore, nobody owns anybody. We are all free moral agents. Now, and I'm saying this to frame what I'm about to say in regard to Eden's question. So the thing is it okay to go around a leader that may not like the fact that you talk to her people because she possesses and owns them, right? Let me tell you, if they got a problem with that, they're the wrong kind of leader anyway. They're not going to stay. They're going to run a lot of people off, is what's going to happen. So you got damage coming, whether you know it or not. So you got a problem coming, and it's going to be a bigger problem the more time it goes on. Now, I recently had this with a leader reaching out to me, and it was this kind of scenario that she had worked with somebody, and this person, you know, just really has a bad attitude. And so she was asking me, should I go around or should I? I said, let me tell you something. Legally, and I want you friends to pay attention to this, legally, it's in most of your policies in network marketing companies, your policies and procedures. It says that if you are going to derive an income from a downline, you must work with them. If you don't work with them, then you're in violation of the policies and they can terminate your position. Now, I don't know too many people ever got terminated for that, but it's there. And, you know, that's important. That's very important. So my first reply to someone who might have a problem is, I said, well, actually, it's in our policies and procedures that I have to work with people in my downline, whoever I get paid on. So I have to do it. Now, I'm going to respect you. I respect you, okay? And hopefully what I do is going to lighten your load so you can go and build other legs. That's what I want to see you do. And have some time off, maybe to go out and do some of the things that you don't have time for because you're so busy with these people. So all I'm trying to do is make your life easier. That's the motivation they need to sense from us. And if we're going to ask them or tell them, hey, there's, you know, you got some people down there, they've asked me to, you know, they want to run with me too. They love you, but they also want to run with me. You know, I just want to make sure it's cool with you. That's one approach you can have. You can say that to it. Now, if they say, no, that's my people. Well, then just remember what I said in the beginning of this video. Independent distributor, nobody owns anybody. If they're an employee of that person, that means they need to be paying their health care, their taxes, and everything else, because that's what employers do. It's so foolish. But here's the thing, and really this is old school thinking. I say old school because I remember, like in Japan many years ago, it was always that way. You never went around and around one of your leaders, go down into a downline. You didn't talk to them, you didn't do anything. Well, guess what? They had high attrition. And just like this leader that recently reached out to me, you know, I told her, I said, well, you've got a choice. You can either try to keep her happy by not talking to any of her people and let her destroy the whole thing, or you can try to, yes, go around her and talk to those people. Invite them to your Zoom calls, invite them to your promotions, invite them to your trainings, invite them to a Facebook group. These are things that you can do, okay? I said, you need to salvage that leg is what you need to do. Salvage the leg. So, anyway, that's my answer to that. And tap rooting, we call that tap rooting, by the way. Working down, and that was one of the biggest secrets to my success, is working through my leaders to find better leaders. And I find those leaders and I work through them to find better leaders. Who do you know? Who do you know? And they would say, hey, well, I know somebody, it's great, and or she's awesome. I said, I like talking to awesome. I like awesome, you know? Okay, so I think, George, I'm not in front of my iPad, so I didn't see the question. If you could just put it in the comments right now, because I'm not in front of my iPad. And, but again, yes, it takes a lot of time to make a great team. And a great team, it's the same. It's worth all the effort, but just understand that sometimes you'll have somebody that's in the upline of that team that can really create a mess and can damage that team. And it's up to you to do damage control. And it's worth it because it's part of your business. And that's the other thing too. What a lot of those people don't understand is they think it's their business. Anybody who gets paid on that, it's their business too. So, anyway. And so I should show you where I am, right? Because some of you are wondering, Jeff, why do you got a towel around you? Well, it's because I was in the hot tub before I got on this call. So, hey, Omar, nice to see you. So I'm just going to, let's see. So there you see. That's that's my spa area here at the house. So I usually have music playing when I'm out here, and just sitting in a chair and then just thinking. And then I'll swing this way. Here we go. And there's the hot tub. Yes. I was in the gym. I was in the gym working out, and so Let's see. BB asked about, to clarify, what can we say about what our products can do? Okay, here's the thing. You can always share your own personal experiences with somebody by yourself, over a phone, however, on a Zoom, you can do that. If you have Facebook groups, you can do that. In the United States, we got some people from Malaysia and different countries on here, but in the United States, in the land of the free, where we have, freedom of speech, right? You don't have freedom of speech. If your products cured you from a disease, okay, you can never say it on your Facebook page. Just don't do it, okay? But that doesn't mean that you cannot share what you experienced or share stories. Just don't do it publicly. That's the key. That's the key. Just be discreet about it. Because the way it works here in the United States, if it wasn't a drug, it didn't cure you. Big Pharma owns everything here, okay? They own the politicians, they own the laws, they own everything. So, but just keep that in mind. BB, it's always a good question. And thanks for asking that question. Anyway, everyone, have a great weekend. And anyway, reach out to me anytime. I'll put out some value this weekend. And now I'm going to go do what my son wants me to do with him right now. Anyway, thanks for joining me tonight. Take care.